Welcome back to Outback Polaks. This is not our typical travel vlog or where we get up to shenanigans. Please come back to the next vlog where we get back to normality. This is a little bit more serious and closer to home. This is in regards to the Polish club here in Brisbane at Milton. A rumour has been going around that the club has been put up for sale. Now, whether this is true or not, it's a very significant rumour. The Polish club has issued a statement saying that the club is not up for sale. But if that is the truth, please, committee of the Polish club, tell us if the club was up for sale, when did it stop being up for sale? And if it has never been up for sale, please tell us the truth and prove it to us that it's never been up for sale. Because the rumors tend to be untrue or true. So, we don't want any fake news going around, but communication is quite important. And this has what's been lacking in regards to the Polish club here in Milton and its management of it. There has been a very big lack of communication. Now, some members report that they have been receiving emails or newsletters, but a lot of other members have not. And a lot of membership have not been renewed or new members have not been accepted. Those members that have not been renewed never received the renewal letters. I never received one, and I was a member for years. On top of it, people like my mother and several other people that I know have been receiving rejection letters, that they've been rejected as members, and they've received checks from personal accounts that with their refunds. How is that possible? Polonia has many accounts. Why are they receiving refunds from personal accounts? That's not right at all. And these letters do not tell members why they've been rejected. My parents, Polish bred and born, been a part of Polonia community for many, many years. Why are they being rejected as members? Where's the explanation? So this next part of the video interviews Eliza in regards to what's been happening and how we can establish communication and get control of the club again. Because I think it is very, very important to do this. It's a very important institution to the Polish people here in Brisbane. Also a part of the vlog is a lot of Polish people got together in solidarity and unification on very short notice to basically speak their mind and show solidarity in regards to getting control of the club again. So please stay around for the next part of the vlog. Subscribe, like and share this. Share this with whoever you think needs to see this. Please comment below on your feelings about this. Let us know how you feel. All the details will be in the vlog down below. The email address to email as well, which I believe is poloniamatters@gmail.com. So check the description. And please, comment. Let me know what you think. Let me know what should happen, and speak your mind. Thank you. Hi Eliza,
Hi,
can you explain to us what you're trying to do helping Polonia?
Yes, sure. So I was one of the attendees at the attempted AGM in September 2019. I really hadn't heard much about the situation in Polonia before then, but my presence at that meeting and what I witnessed was enough to get interested in what was going on and find out more.
Yep.
As a result of that, and speaking to people who were members and having difficulties paying their fees and retaining membership, and as a result of the legal action that was taken by the management committee after that meeting, I got extremely concerned. As a lawyer myself, I really have that value of upholding the law. Perhaps not all lawyers do, but for me it's very important. And what I witnessed, I thought, was a breach of the club's constitution and the law, and so I decided to help out with the community. I think it helps that I'm bilingual, so I can speak to both Polish and English audiences. And although I don't specialise in this area of law, of disputes and also incorporated associations, I'm a lawyer, so I can generally have an understanding of the system and how it works. So look, I got involved because I think the cause is important, and I think the issue is that the management committee really hasn't come in public and addressed any of these concerns, and so the longer that carries on, the more concerned I am, and hence my continuing involvement and attempts to help the community speak to the management committee to resolve what's going on.
And how can Polonia members and non-Polonia members help you?
So in terms of Polonia members, first of all, there's very few that we're aware of, and Polonia actually is not releasing the member register despite ongoing requests for the past year. But there are a few people who are members who are also involved in the community and what's going on. So to them, I just say, please continue to assist us with signing membership applications for new applicants. If there are other requests that require member involvement, then please just be engaged and involved. In terms of non-members, so if you would like to become a member of the club, you can certainly do that. The management committee at the moment has taken down the membership application, so it's not available, but people can write to the secretary and request it, or we have a form that was provided to us in October by the treasurer, which seems to be the latest version of the membership form. So fill out the form. If you need to meet a member to get your proposer and seconder signature, you can get in touch and we'll try and connect you. So I think that's the main thing. And if you're not Polish, you can also just take an interest and perhaps join as a social member. Yeah.
And it's poloniamatters@gmail.com.
That's right. So,
and I'll put the email into the link in the bio.
Okay, perfect, yes.
What I have, a question is that's been playing really on my mind is I've been a Polonia member for many years.
Okay.
I was on the committee myself as well.
Right.
I'll talk to you that off camera.
Okay.
But on top of it, I never received my renewal letter. My parents received a letter saying to them that they're no longer members and their membership was rejected for no reason. They were born in Poland, they are Polish, they still have a Polish passport. Quite a lot of people who have been members for many, many years never received a renewal letter. And the money that they did pay for renewal, even though they didn't receive a letter, they received a refund minus GST.
That's right.
What's your opinion on that?
On the specific point of the refund or the general process? I mean, look, I think that the difficulties that members have been put to in terms of renewing, so even before the refunds, people prior to that meeting last year were trying to pay in their membership fees. And in at least one instance that I'm aware of, a member was refunded twice in her online banking. And it would seem that that was done to discourage attendance or to prohibit attendance at that meeting, because the management committee had advertised that only financial members could join. And since that time, it seems that it's almost as if all members pretty much, maybe not all, but large majority of them, have been made to reapply. And when they submit those forms, they've been rejected. And as you say, if they did pay any money, then it's coming back with the refund for GST and registered post. Now, interestingly, the cheque is drawn on the personal bank account of the treasurer rather than Polonia's account. So to me, that seems bizarre and probably actually unlawful. Nobody paid the treasurer money directly to her personal account. So the question is, what is she doing refunding it from a personal account?
That's right.
And GST, there's been no provision of goods or services, there's been no invoice rendered. People have requested invoices and not received them. So, query that.
And I know myself, I'm very active on social media. I try not to troll or do anything massively negative, but other sites. But with Polonia, I mean, we've raised the questions with them, such as, is the club for sale? When are we actually going to see a meeting? When are we going to see a response from the committee and all those sort of things? Why aren't they responding? Is it just that they're hiding, or are they just waiting for the official response that they're wanting to put out or something like that?
I'm not sure. You might have to try and ask them.
Yeah, that's difficult because that's what we're trying to ask.
That's right. I mean, look, there have been multiple attempts, both by individuals and organisation representatives, so the heads of the various Polish organisations attempting to have meetings with the management committee, or simply members writing in, requesting information, and that has all been ignored or not responded to. So yes, I don't know the answer, and I think that's the key issue. No one's accusing anyone of anything. The main point is there is such a lack of information and no engagement by the committee with us.
Still recording.
No engagement, back to the community. And what we have seen is the president coming out on the Polish radio program saying that actually it's the community that's distancing themselves from the management committee and not vice versa. And I think we have overwhelming proof that's actually not the case.
Yeah, it's really disappointing. And I want to thank you personally. I know we just met today officially, but I want to thank you personally on behalf of all of Polonia for doing this, because I know this is eating up your time, your money. We're not, we hope to get this resolved, because at the end of the day, all of us want to go to Polonia for what Polonia is.
That's right.
Not what the people there running it represent. We want to go there because we want to enjoy Polonia for the next 60 years.
That's right. And look, well, to that I would say there have been some comments about that the Polish people have sort of abandoned Polonia. In response to that, that they're not going to the club and so on. In response to that, I would just say there's just a very strong feeling of not being welcome there at the moment. I mean, if you're rejected, if your membership application is rejected, or you're a member and then you're terminated, how are you supposed to feel? Are you supposed to feel welcome in that club? So that would be my response to those comments that are perhaps coming from the club management.
I personally used to go there every week because I used to work around the corner, and I stopped for the exact same reasons, because I felt not welcome anymore.
That's right.
I attended plenty of Zabavas and all those sort of things, and I help out where I can. But the biggest thing that I probably can say is that we're speaking in English, but we speak in Polish. And I think,
oczywiście.
But it's so important that we keep each other inclusive, all of us, and ignore whether you speak perfect Polish, whether you speak perfect English. It doesn't matter.
Absolutely.
We are all Polish, deep down in center. My daughter, who's always on my videos, is half Korean, as I said to you, but she feels more Polish than anything else.
And that's fantastic.
And I want her to go to Polonia with me, and it upsets me that people have arguments about these sort of things, and we shouldn't. As Polish people, we need to stick together.
That's right. And I think the message, that I've sort of seen is really unite and not divide. So this is not about fragmenting the community and determining who's better than other people. Also, I don't have an agenda. I really don't care who becomes the management committee of the club. What I think is important is that whoever it is follows the rules. So admit whoever is eligible to membership, and then they can choose the committee of their choice. And in doing so, absolutely don't exclude people who can't speak Polish. I think there is no question that the majority of people share that sentiment. I think all are welcome, and the fact that people are there wanting to take part should show their Polish.
And you look, the Polish club, it's no secret, it is run down, it's old, and it needs funds. So maybe what the committee is doing is actually a good idea. But if you're not communicating with Polish people, if you're not communicating with us and you're not telling us and actually getting us on your side, you're alienating us.
That's right.
So what is your agenda for creating such anger? What is your agenda for creating this, mistrust amongst Polish people for you to do this? What is...
That's right. Look, I think a lot of clubs are supported by volunteer efforts, correct? So a lot of these, even the refurbishments, some of that could be done drawing on volunteer skills in the community, but the communication is simply not there.
Thank you again. We got to go. Please write to poloniamatters@gmail.com. Stay tuned. Polaks of Brisbane, Polaks of Australia, everywhere. Help us out to make sure that we come to some sort of an agreement or some sort of a resolution.
United, please, not divided. Let's everyone get together. It's all about inclusiveness and everybody having a say, and organisations like the club being run democratically.
Fantastic.
Thank you so much, Father.